हेलो एवरीवन। हमारे इस पॉडकास्ट में आपका स्वागत है। और आज हम बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक के बारे में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। और हमारे साथ एक बहुत इंटेलिजेंट, ब्रिलियंट और जिनका बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है इस टॉपिक में। इनको हम पूछेंगे नए नए क्वेश्चंस, जिससे कि आपको भी बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा, मुझे भी बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। जो लॉ स्टूडेंट है, यंग लीगल प्रोफेशनल है, फ्रेशर्स है, और जो वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल बट एक्सपीरियंस्ड है, उन्हें भी बहुत हेल्प मिलेगी। हर एक चीज के बारे में सीखने के लिए हमें किसी एक्सपर्ट की जरूरत होती है। तो इस टॉपिक के लिए मैम परफेक्ट एग्जाम्पल है। और उनके पास इतना एक्सपीरियंस है कि आपको हर एक चीज डिटेल में सीखने को मिलेगी। मैं स्वागत करता हूँ मैम आपका इस हमारे पॉडकास्ट में। थैंक यू सो मच इनविटेशन के बाद पॉडकास्ट के ऊपर आने के लिए, आपका इम्पोर्टेंट टाइम निकाल के हमारे साथ इस टॉपिक के ऊपर डिस्कस करने के लिए।
Thank you. Thank you so much, Akshay, and thank you for your all appreciations. And Hi, everyone. Hi, this is Rashi Gupta, and I hold it is now almost 8 years working on the legal corporate fraternity. And before that, I have also done my BLLB as well as LLM, just all the regular students and the people who are into that. And now, so let's start with this broadcast to make you understand about how the legal fraternity works and how it would be helpful for you to get into the legal professionals later on in your stage.
या थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच। एंड मैम, जैसे आपका पीडब्ल्यूसी में एक्सपीरियंस रहा है और बहुत सारे कंपनीज में एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, तो लाइक जैसे आपने एज अ फ्रेशर या एज अ लॉ स्टूडेंट कैसे स्टार्ट किया था, उसके बाद इतनी बड़ी बड़ी मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज में एज अ कॉरपोरेट रोल करने के बाद आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, और आप लाइक कैसे उसे देखते हो?
हाँ, so Akshay, I remember I started my career in 2018. So I completed my BLLB from IMS Dehradun and giving my 5 years there on that course. After that, I have also completed my master's in law from Amity University. It is a business law, and after that, from 2018, I am working into the corporate legal fraternity. So my first company I started my career with, PLS Solster. It is one of the known convincing company. My legal career with us, I started a legal career with a strong foundation in traditional law and also have worked with the as an in-house counsel. तो मैंने एक कंपनी है, यूके कन्वेंसिंग की कंपनी है. इट इज इन यूके एंड विद देयर हेडक्वार्टर्स इन बर्मिंगम. So I started my career over with that company and I have worked there for more than 3 years. I was working as a legal case handler. That was one of the startup company. When I joined that company, it was hardly 5 employees who were working there. I remember I was the 10th employee there. And with that time, the company has been grown up. Now today, more than 200 employees are working in that company. So it is just I started with it. I have never thought that I would be into complete. I would work with the corporate legal team where I would learn about how UK laws work, how US, APAC, EMEA laws and compliance work. It was just a thought process, and I just jump into it to get into to know how that works. That was my keen interest over working with the entire corporate team of legal fraternity. So मैंने मैंने 1 साल इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस भी करा है. बट मुझे मेरा इंटरेस्ट मोर, आई वाज इनटू डीलिंग विद क्लाइंट्स, मोर इनटू द रेजिलेंस एंड कम्युनिकेशन. सो मुझे ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट आता था कि मैं बाहर की कंपनियों के साथ ज्यादा काम करूं. So I started with my work into more into business centric legal work. So that helps me actually. When I have started with it, I never thought that I would be soon or later on stage में complete contract life cycle management सीखूंगी. It takes time. everything in life takes time. It is a journey. For legal people, it is a journey. It takes time to learn everything, to settle down in life. So it was a entire process. It was always a new process. It is your own confidence and the, support of your own teammates and your own hard work which make you understand different legal laws, which is, governing all worldwide. So yeah, this is how my journey started with different companies.
काफी इंस्पायरिंग है मैम, सीरियसली।
Yeah.
या सो आपने कॉरपोरेट जॉब्स करे जिससे आपने बहुत
Hmm.
मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज में भी काम किया। सो
Hmm.
आपने जैसे बताया हमें कि आपने 1 ईयर तक लिटिगेशन भी किया है।
हाँ
एंड
जी।
हाँ, सो आपको क्या लगता है जैसे लॉ फर्म्स है, तो लॉ फर्म्स और जो कॉरपोरेट ऑफिसेस है, लीगल रोल्स है, उनमें क्या डिफरेंस होता है अगर हम देखे
So
जाए तो हम।
yeah, so there is a slight difference, there is a quite difference between the law firm and in-house counsel. So both have a different perspectives. जो आपका the different lies in their perspective and ownership. In a law firm, the focus is often on your legal interpretations and advisory opinions. जो आप opinions देते हो, जो आप interpretations करते हो, उस पे law firm चलती है, right? It goes on in your work. But when it comes to in-house, the role is more practical and strategic. You are more expected to work on your legal risk because you have a client to deal with. You have to work on the mitigation risk, business goals. You have to work on their timelines. So there are very strict deadlines and timelines when you are working as an in-house because you are your own individual legal consultant for them. And you are dealing, sometimes you are working for your in-house counsel and sometimes you are working for the stakeholders. So there, your more important aspect is your goals, your timeline, and your commercial realities. So for a long-term partnership or to get into that business, you have to work rather, you have to become an external advisors for them. So, but in a law firm, you have very, it is very dormant. It does not very, like, it is very stagnant. You have to work only on interpretations and advisories, whatever is given. But on the in-house side, you have to work with different teams. You have to work with the stakeholders, with the engagement managers, or with the leadership team, or sometimes on a very strict timelines and goals, which they expect from you as a legal consultant, because you are the individual who is running the entire contract from the execution to the end of the post completion of that contract. So
ओके।
this is a difference.
ओके। काफी लोगों को पता ही नहीं होता कि इन दो चीजों में क्या डिफरेंस होता है। जो
Hmm.
लॉ स्टूडेंट होता है, जो फ्रेशर्स होता है, वो सोचता है कि मैं कुछ टाइम तक इस फील्ड में काम करूंगा, जैसे लॉ फर्म्स में करूंगा, उसके बाद चेंज
Hmm.
करूंगा कॉर्पोरेट में। तो
Hmm.
इस आंसर से उन्हें बहुत क्लैरिटी मिली होगी कि
Hmm.
क्या सेलेक्ट करना चाहिए और किस में प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर देनी
Right.
चाहिए।
So from the starting team, like many freshers and new professionals who are working as an in their very initial stage, most of them definitely go and join law firms because they feel they have to further go on the advocacy sides or the litigation sides. Because law firm is like, it depend on which law firm are you working with. So there are different law firms. Some are the most are of the Indian law firms. So they basically tell you about the litigation side or the law and jurisdiction, which is the scope of Indian law. But when you talk about an in-house counsel for any MNCs, that does not only define or the scope is not, it is expanded. It is not only depend on one jurisdiction. It is depend on the worldwide side, and most of them have their outsourcing team. So the outsourcing team definitely talks about the stakeholders. The outsourcing team had different attorneys who are working worldwide, and most important, the clients which are on that project. So you are working as an in-house counsel for one company, which means all the cases, all the files or all whatever documentations or advisory opinions has to be depend on you. There is a dependency with you with that client. So you have to work for them from the scratch to the end of that contract. If it is a contract or if not, it is a contract, whatever is the legal documentation, it depends from company to company.
ओके। और मिस मैं बस एक पूछना चाहता हूँ आपकी आपसे कि जैसे आपने बहुत सारी एमएनसीज में काम किया है।
Yeah.
तो या सो इसके बाद जैसे ग्लोबल इन्वायरमेंट कैसे होता है, वर्क कल्चर कैसे होता है जो एमएनसीज होती है उसमें।
So I believe every MNC has a different work culture, and every MNC is good in their work culture. You cannot judge a company before joining it up. Every company hold a good work culture, stability, resilience. It depend on you as well as an individual. When you are joining a new company as a fresher, it is first you have to be very confident. You have to confident and have a and hold a quality of team management. You are working with a team itself. So you cannot only hold you cannot be a person who only think that I can do everything. I don't need anyone, because there is a team who is sitting behind you, and they are, they have expectations from you. As a senior authority, I must say, every company, whether you are working for a small startup company or whether you are working with a good brand of MNC, every company has somewhere they have started their, journey with you all. Like it's like the employees, or you can say it is the employees who are their main source of work. So every company, I believe every company is good. I have worked with the startup company. I have worked with other, the big fours or MNCs. I have worked with different IT company. I have worked with the healthcare company and different company. Every company have their own rules and regulation and policies, and you have to be one who have to follow that. If you have that, courage of working and if you have that nature of learning, then it would be most welcome. Every company treats you very well. There is nothing a biasness which is there in the company side. And with that time of nature, you will definitely grow in your journey. For every candidates and every new joiners, I must say.
या सो मुझे और एक पूछना है, जैसे अब आपने एमएनसीज में काम किया है, तो क्या करियर बिल्ड करने के लिए क्या स्किल्स रिक्वायर होती है, क्योंकि लोगों को नहीं पता है, बस मुझे ड्राफ्टिंग आता है उसके बाद आगे क्या। तो जैसे
It is not about only drafting.
हाँ,
You have
सो
to be
क्या
very
क्या।
open. So for a new joiners who are you can say fresh graduates who are been preparing themselves for any company or for any startup company, you must have that learning, skill set. You have that skill set of learning. You should have the skill set of gaining exposures. You should have a developing skills of, your verbal communication is very important when you are in a company. You should hold that nature of adaptability as well. So that whatever you are getting, you should adapt that. And most over your clear communication with the clients. Client is always be a person, or you can say a authority who is there to help you in everything, but they always require a clear communication. If there is a gap between a communication, it gets very difficult to, get into that work, to understand. There is a balance which is maintained. And the most over, you should hold the stakeholder management qualities. These are some skill sets which is very important. Drafting is one your aspect, but drafting is your legal aspect. Apart from the legal aspect, you also should hold some skill sets which is important while working in any of these MNCs in near futures. Like you should have the ability to learn tools. I mean, nowadays these tools are very, you can say, very trend, like it's in trend, the CLM tools. So I believe You should know how it works. You should know how contracts are drafted. Apart from drafting, there are negotiations, there is executions. Moreover, your learning skills are very important. Your commercial awareness is very important. Apart from that, if you have a time, you should go on new websites which are there like WCCs, get yourself certified, get yourself, you know, understand how US law works. So these all things will help you to understand law in a better way, apart from drafting, because drafting is something which is one of the source of the law which everyone knows these days. But apart from drafting, your communication, your team management role, your stakeholders roles of managing, you should be very clear in your communication, and you should know how all tools work, which is very important. And as a professional, I must say, when I was working in when I started my career, I was working for a UK convincing company. Later on, I have switched my career from convincing to US drafting. I have worked with different clients like US, APAC, EMEA, UK. But what I always do as a best practice is I try to learn laws. I try to make PPTs. I try to research about everything. I try to find out how the laws are working, what are the tools, how we can do the drafting process, what are the expectations from suppliers and for their client, and from the clients and to their suppliers, and the negotiation side, how the negotiation has been dealt, what are the, you can say, what are the clauses, what are the main clauses on which the entire contracts depend. So it is your own learning which would be very helpful in your near future if you are planning to build your career in MNCs.
यस मैम। एंड मैम, जैसे लॉ स्टूडेंट होते हैं, लीगल प्रोफेशनल्स होते हैं, तो ये इन रोल्स के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं?
So there is nothing like you have to prepare for these roles. It's like most of the time you try to update your resumes on different platforms which are working like LinkedIn. Try to make your communication stronger in on LinkedIn sites, your connections. Try to make your connections with the different HRs or different, folks from different companies. Try to get connected on Naukri.com. Update your resume every single time when you are taking any course or certification, or when you are adding one skills in your own resume. That will help you to get into a the company which you are thinking of. Try to look over the career page of that company. Try to understand and know what that company does, like how it works, what is the role play of that company for which you are applying, how you can get into that company. So these are the things which would be help you to get a new job role, because nowadays it is cutthroat competitions for everyone, whether it is a fresher or whether it is a professional. It is you yourself hold that thing that you have to be in that company, like you have to join that company. So in that, you like your mindset should be very clear. If your mindset is clear, then everything is, possible nowadays. It is nothing like called as cutthroat. It just you have to be very uh, you can say a very up to date with everything. These days, like you can get yourself certified in any of the tools if you can, or else try to get more learnings. There are many platforms which are being, built up for us to get learnings these days. Like WCC is one of a very nice platform, World Commerce Contracting Platform. This can help you to brush yourself, to brush it, how contracts work, how these are, working in different countries, what are the different jurisdictions, what are their clauses, how it works, how the negotiations done. Udemy is one of the tool which can help you to get yourself certified. And according to that, you can update the same in any of the portals, or update the same resume in their career portals, which can help you to get a good job.
यस मैम। एंड मैम, जैसे आपने क्या चैलेंजेस फेस करे थे, क्योंकि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्टिंग, कंप्लायंस एंड ये जो रीजन्स है ये डिफरेंट है। जैसे
हम्म।
यूएस है, यूरोप है, या फिर यूके है। तो इन रीजन्स में आपने कैसे इन चैलेंजेस को फेस किया था?
So the biggest challenges which I have faced is navigating and conflicting into legal frameworks, especially around like the data protections and liability and jurisdiction clauses. These are the important which you will face while managing the international contracts or compliance across the multiple regions. There is a culture difference in negotiation styles. Different companies have a different type of negotiation. Some have pre-developed templates, some do the manual drafting negotiations. They don't hold any templates. Their style of negotiation is different, so it's varying risk appetites across the regions. And also it is important we have to require and careful handling and clear alignment of internal legal policy. So in that scenario you have to look over their protocols, and the first of all, you have to review the contract thoroughly. Check the contract. What are they expecting? What is the requirement of that client? What are they expecting on their negotiation sides? What is the data protection they are required? How much liability they want to be capped? So these are the things which I believe if you go with it, you should first ask that I mean, that client or the stakeholder about their law, like protocol. Ask them the playbook. If they have a playbook, look over the requirements they need. Some company does not hold any playbook. Some company need the real drafting, that is the manual drafting. In that scenario, look over, try to take the help of Google, try to get into the laws of that company, look over it, how they working, what is the jurisdiction of that the law, what is the law required for that contract. So in that scenario, it is all your more important is your learning and how much you can research about it. It will help you to cope up with the biggest challenges which you faced in every company with regard to the negotiations or drafting process.
यस मैम। मैम, जैसे आजकल एआई एंड टेक्नोलॉजीज बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रो कर रहे हैं।
Hmm.
लाइक हम देखते हैं कि पूरा ड्राफ्ट जो है वो एआई
Hmm.
जनरेट करके दे रहा है। हमें
Hmm.
पहले बुक्स लेके जाना पड़ता था हर जगह। आज कहीं पे नहीं, बस एक
Hmm.
प्रॉम्प्ट डाल दो, आपको हर एक
Hmm.
चीज देखने को मिल रही है। सो
Hmm.
ये लाइक ये एक चेंजिंग है हमारे लीगल फील्ड में। ये लॉयर्स को सीखना चाहिए हर एक चीज, या ये कैसे काम करेगा आगे जाके?
I feel that, see, when you talk about AI is very helpful nowadays, and it is very important to, get your work as a business friendly work. So it is important for every legal lawyers and the corporate sector persons to you know, get an idea about AI, because you need that AI command prompt in your later on stage, because nowadays everything has been done by AI. When you talked about AI is now working as your agent. They are just like your agent, which help you to get your entire contracts. They will help you to draft your entire contracts. And when these agents play a role, as manually, you will not be doing anything more than looking over that contract. So while working on technologies and AI is transforming the legal work by automating legal reviews, or you can say, so nowadays every company has a AI tool with themselves. So when you talk about a contract review, abstractions, these AI help you to in the risk flagging. They help you to get that risk analysis and analytics. So lawyers should embrace legal tech and AI, and it will move to more strategic and advisory rules. So I believe every person nowadays should learn how AI works. It will help them to, to get a clear, precise contracts, and it will not help them in repetitive tasks, and will help them in the automation compliance side also. So I believe it is a very helpful agent role tool. And every company, those who are using these CLM tools, they should know how AI work with them, because every company nowadays using different one or the other AI tools in their own automation process.
यस मैम। एंड कुछ दिनों पहले आई थिंक मैंने न्यूज़ से, मुझे प्रॉपर नहीं पता है, बट जो यूएस में एक कंपनी है एंड कैनेडियन गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ ऐसे रिसर्च पेपर या ऐसे कुछ तो उस कंपनी को बोला था। एंड उस कंपनी ने आई थिंक एआई से कुछ जनरेट किया था। एंड जब उन्होंने चेक किया पूरा रिपोर्ट एंड सारी चीज़ें, तो वहाँ पे था कि ये पूरा जनरेट किया हुआ एआई से है। सो एआई बहुत डीपली एंटर कर रहा है हमारी इंडस्ट्री में। आई थिंक चेंज बहुत करेगा कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसा है।
या बिकॉज आई थिंक एआई आजकल ऐसा हो गया है कि व्हेन यू आर बिल्डिंग अ रिज्यूमे दीज डेज,
या
so you have to be very clear now, because when you are doing there are some command prompts which AI is using. So most of the HRs are using those resume while looking into their while looking into everyone's CVs. So they get to know that, okay, this is an AI generated resume. So now these AI is bringing up that जो एक चलता आ रहा था, there is a pattern of people using a same language multiple times. In earlier days, it was a trend that you are using the same flow of legal language or same pattern of language repetitively. So that has been reduced with the help of AI. Now everything is very stringent. Like will get a cutthroat information, you will get the cutthroat language while using these AI. I have learned AI. I know how AI works. AI is an agent for you. If you are working on the legal compliance side of any company, you should know how AI is working, because AI will help you to get you, to help in your entire process of the work. It is time saving. First of all, it will help you. It will, it is just a side by side you can say a friend of yours. It is in that way you should work it. You should play. I mean, I should advise everyone, you should try to play with AI. It will help you in your legal drafting. It will help you in any of the legal compliance, because I have worked on different frameworks as well, like which is used in the auditing side. So these AI have helped me to get an entire audit done. And also this AI help you in different CLM tools in your entire negotiation process, due to which there is a less errors. It has reduced the error capacity of everyone's. Earlier, there are lots of errors which has been arise because it was done manually. But nowadays, due to help of AI, it just helping you in your work as well and giving you a best results for your own clients. So
ये
I believe AI is the best tool. Every new legal person should learn, or you can say the new person or a new joiner in any of the team should know how AI works. It will help you in your industry or in your journey of work, whatever organization you are joining. It is a plus point, or you can say a plus skill set in your own resume.
यस मैम। एंड मैम, जैसे बहुत लोग रिमोटली वर्क करना चाहते हैं, अब पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाता है कि यूएस में जाके ही काम करें या यूरोप में जाके ही हम वहाँ पे जॉब कर सकते हैं। लोगों का ड्रीम होता है कि मुझे इंटरनेशनल कंपनीज के साथ काम करना है, फ्रीलांसिंग
Correct.
करनी है और रिमोट
Yeah.
वर्क करना है। तो क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज है इस फील्ड में, एंड ये कैसे कर सकते हैं?
Yes, definitely. There are many opportunity on the legal work side when if you are interested in working remotely. But for that, you have to standardize yourself with the contracts. You should learn the CLM platform tools. You should have a secure collaborations on the tool side. Your handset should be very much proficient on the tools so that you can work remotely. As I think Akshay, your company is giving trainings on that. You are the best person, I believe, who is giving these certification. These certification can help you to get into the freelancing work. If you are working for a freelancing clients, you can make yourself, you can build your own journey into that freelancing, where you have a good clientele which can help you to get more works on the legal sides, especially on contract review and compliance. And later on stage, you can apply for any of the remote jobs which are applicables on different webs on different career website pages like Indeed, LinkedIn, Naukri.coms. These are helpful, and especially it is now becoming increasingly viable for and globally for everyone. Those who want to work remotely and they are more interested in getting jobs from different good MNCs. So it's just all about your learnings from, or it's good if you can certify it yourself, because certification is always a plus point in your own career.
यस मैम, ये काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहेगा स्टूडेंट के लिए। और लोग या स्टूडेंट बहुत या यंग प्रोफेशनल ग्रेजुएट्स, फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट, तो बहुत सारे मिस्टेक्स करते हैं। तो क्या उन्हें अवॉइड करना चाहिए इन सारी चीज़ों में, जिससे कि उन्हें ग्रोथ मिले करियर में?
Yeah, I believe there are some common mistakes जो सारे young
या
professionals करते हैं आजकल. And I believe what I have learned from my own journey, focus only on legal theory and ignoring the business context. आप legal पे ज़्यादा depend रहो, legal को ज़्यादा जानो, theory क्या है, research करो, अवॉइड करो टेक्नोलॉजीज को ज्यादा। पहले आप अपने लीगल को, लाइक सी, वंस योर लीगल इज स्ट्रांग, देन टेक्नोलॉजीज आर देयर। फर्स्ट गेट योरसेल्फ इन, make your legal aspects more stronger, and always ask questions. I believe you should always, whatever is in your mind, be very open. When you are on any face-to-face call or one-on-one call with your teammates or with your managers, always ask questions. If you are hesitating for anything, you should ask openly. It is an open forum for everyone. You should ask questions if you are facing any doubt, any query while doing your work, while you feel like, oh, okay, this is something which I have never heard about. How will I do it? What is my goal, and what is the expectations from the business side? So it just ask questions. We are there to help everyone. Everyone has been coming from the same point of journey. Everyone has made on this. Everyone, it is like, we are humans, we make mistakes, we make errors. It's very common. You learn from those errors. So try to ask questions, try to do document, no, don't work like only, don't only work whatever is being given to you. Start learning those work. Make it as your interest. Don't do it just for it is your work. You have to do it. It is your 9 to 6 job. I have to do it and then I am done with it. Take it as your learning. Make a interest of learning. It is, if you feel I am a lawyer, I have to learn law. I have to make that as in my interest. I want to expand myself over different things. I want to grow up. So I want to know how everything works, how US law works, how UK works. So law is wide, very wide. And it is like you cannot learn law in a day. It is like you should have bring that curiosity in yourself, the adaptability, the accountability to learn how it works and how you can build yourself as a successful legal, you can say a lawyer or a corporate lawyer in your own life, in this journey of your life. So it just do more learning, so it will help you and it will avoid all the mistakes. And if it is done a mistake, no problem, do it again. And definitely one or the other day, it will, like, you will be a profession in that work.
यस मैम। सो मैम, बहुत कुछ हमें सीखने को मिला इस चीज़ से, और आपने बहुत ज़्यादा नॉलेज हमें प्रोवाइड करने की कोशिश करी। एक फाइनल क्वेश्चन मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ
Yes, please.
कि जैसे कि आप क्या एडवाइस करना चाहोगे और उसके बाद कैसे एक सक्सेसफुल कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर बन सकते हैं हम लोग?
So, my final message to every students and professionals who are working and who are, first of all the best to everyone who's building their successful career in this field. I would say law is no longer about statutes and case laws. It's about creating value through risk management, through strategies, or through collaborations. So stay curious, keep learning, embrace your technologies and embrace your technologies, and remember that the most successful legal professional are those who understand both the law and business, because law and business run equally, hand in hand, parallel to each other. So this is what the answer I must give to all, this is a message to all my people who are working into this field.
यस, थैंक यू सो मच मैम, ये इतना सारा हमें नॉलेज प्रोवाइड करने के लिए। एंड आई थिंक होपफुल ये बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को नॉलेज प्रोवाइड कर पाएगा ये पॉडकास्ट। एंड या, थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Thank you, all the best to everyone. Thank you.
यस, थैंक यू।
Take care.
या, थैंक यू मैम।